Well, hello everyone. I am happy to be back, and I just wanted to talk to you all a little bit about my first week experience after having a left total hip replacement. Now I'm looking down or to the side because I have a few notes. It's about 7 things here, 6 or 7 things here that I experienced. And I'm just thinking, I wonder, did anybody else experience these things? I find some of them to be funny. And so I just wanted to do a quick video about this process. So just to give you a little background, sometime last year, I had been experiencing some pain and burning in my hip, and it started feeling like the bone was popping out. And so, and it really started one day after a really good workout. So I thought maybe I had injured something during the workout. I was not sure what the issue was, but I decided to go ahead, go to the doctor. The doctor did the x-ray, had a series of x-rays done by different specialists, found out that I have no cartilage. I had no cartilage in my hip and basically none anywhere else, but it was totally, absolutely bone to bone in my hip. And so the only thing that they could really suggest to get rid of the pain and the bone slipping out was a hip replacement. And if anybody want to hear more about the different x-rays, because they also found out that I have osteoarthritis in my feet, ankles, knees, hands, everywhere. And so that was a process. But I want to talk about these goals or these things that I found out. So one of them was unrealistic healing. I had talked to so many different people. I started investigating and talking to so many different people about having a hip replacement. And when I heard from several people that older people that were older than me, I'm not saying older, anyway, people that were older than me had the hip replacement, and those people were up and about from the way they explained it within that week. So I'm thinking, oh, if this person is in their 80s and they're up and about within a week, then I know that I'm going to be ready to just ride a bike down the street. I'm really going to do well. So when I got back, I expected that it would be some pain that first week. But then I found out, wait a minute, everybody has to get up or else you can't go home. So you're not just up and about. You're up because you have to be up. But the pain itself in the hip with the hip healing does not allow you to just be up and out and shopping and just enjoying life. I thought that my time off from work was going to be more like a vacation because I was going to be up and about. I was going to have that couple of days where I was in pain, but me and this new hip was going to be on our way. Well, that was not the case for me. The next thing is unexpected pain. Now, I expected to have pain in my hip because, of course, I had a total hip replacement. I did not expect to have this, I guess it's called neurological pain. And so it's this burning, stabbing, like pin needles sticking you in an area that's not even the area of the wound. And from what I understand, is either from a nerve being pinched during the surgery or from the stretching of the skin. I don't know. But if I would have to say which pain is the worst, I would almost have to say that is because it comes with movement. It burns so, I use ice packs anyway, but it's just such an uncomfortable feeling. And then the spasms doesn't help either. So between the spasms and the burning and the pins and all of that, that was unexpected. No one had told me about it. I hadn't heard about it. With any of the videos that I watched, I didn't know anything about it. So that was something that really, and still really bothers me. So the next thing is the use of a walker versus a cane. Now I'm thinking, listen, I am a nurse. You don't have to tell me that the least the better. So, I should be using this walker so I can be around getting, walking because I'm getting ready to fly. Why do I need to use this walker? Well, when the therapist came to talk to me and explain the reason why, it made so much sense. So he said that the whole purpose for using the walker is to learn to walk correctly, because the hip is still healing and you don't want it to heal with a limp. And even if you can walk on your own, you can't walk on your own without a limp. You can't walk with a cane without a limp. You having the walker allows you to stand straight up, allows you to be able to walk in the way that you should walk, and that allows for the healing that you need. And so that was good to learn as well. Excuse me. Another thing that I found out was needing others is very difficult for me. I have my husband here and he helps me out a lot, but me not being the one up cooking and cleaning, and me not being able to get in the shower unless he's someplace around, me not being able to just, I wouldn't go outside right now with all of the snow, but just not being independent. The need of others, thank the Lord, is what we do need, and we do need others. And thank the Lord that I have my husband, but wow, I did not realize how much I thought that I was going to be able to do on my own, and I'm finding out that I can't do it on my own. Then the next thing, which leads into this next thing, is taking the time to heal. When I saw in my paperwork that my doctor had taken me off for a couple of months, I was thinking to myself, now, why does he think I'm going to need a couple of months? I don't need a couple of months. All I need is a couple of weeks. I'll be all right. But then the more I'm healing and having the swelling and the pain and the spasms and, not being able to do things on my own that I normally could, now I see why it takes time to heal. And you would think that I would know that. I just think sometimes we think unrealistically about what it would take for us opposed to other people. And then the last thing is boredom, which, it seems like it's so many things that you have to do at home. When you're at work, you want to get home, you got to do this and that. But when you're at home and you can't do anything, it's different from when you're at home and there's things that you're able to move around and do. Right now, I'm not able to go in the back and go down the stairs and get the food to cook the dinner and, do all of the things that I normally do. So the boredom is real. So that is about it so far that I've learned after having a total hip replacement. And I'll see you all soon. I'm sure I'll have more things to talk about with this. And I'll talk to you all more about my progress. Right now, I am required by my therapist to take 2 laps per hour around our house. And then they gave me some other exercises that I need to do lying down. And so I'm doing what I need to do to heal. I'm making sure that I get my protein and water in, and then I have my electrolytes, everything that I need. And so I'm doing what it takes to heal, and hopefully I'll be healing soon and back to life as it was. All right, everybody, if you are new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you are someone who's been with me, I know I have a couple of people who's been with me from way back. Hey, girl, hey. Or hey, guy, hey. I just wanted to come on here and let you all know what's happening with me. I know usually at the beginning of the year, I start off with the whole weight loss that I'm going to be doing and then fall off. But this year, things are different, and I really do have to get the weight off. All right, talk to you all soon. Bye.